Hi, I'm Dan from Bar Events UK and welcome to another episode of Around the World in 80 Drinks. So we had a little bit of a break over holidays and this is our first week back. We've got an awesome bartender from Serbia of all places. I never thought I'd be able to reach those sorts of places on this show. And I really want to speak to bartenders in places like Russia, China, Australia, Canada. There's loads of places I want to try. I say try. I'd love to go there, but there's loads of places I want to go to virtually, should I say. So if you've got anywhere that you want me to go, let me know. If you know any bartenders across the planet, tag them in it. I'd love to have them on the show. I just want to speak to bartenders everywhere to find out how they're dealing with COVID and a bit about their experience in the industry. It's always good fun to hear about what other people are doing all over the world. Love this show. So, like I say, I've got a bartender up next in Serbia. You might notice this show is a little bit shorter. I'm going to try this bit for this format for a bit, which is a shorter version, just basically me and the bartenders getting down to basics and chatting, missing out the making drinks. If you want the making drinks back, let me know and I'll bring it back in. So anyway, without further ado, let's talk to Filip in Serbia. Roll VT. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Filip in Serbia. Filipovic, I hope I pronounced that right again. Thank you for coming on Around the World in 80 Drinks. How are you doing over there?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm great. How are you then?
I'm good, thank you. I am good. Like I say, thanks so much for coming on the show. I never thought I'd be able to find a bartender in Serbia. So tell us what it's like over there on the bar scene and what you've been up to.
Yeah, hello. I'm bartending for 11 years, and here the scene in Serbia is sleeping a little bit in 80s years. So we are mostly still making sex on the beach and things like that. But me and my colleagues are trying to make bar scene to go upper.
Yeah, okay.
To go in better way where the classic drinks are.
Okay, cool. So you say that a lot of the drinks on the menus at the moment are 80s style drinks and classics. What sort of drinks are normal over there at the moment?
The most popular is mojito, Long Island iced tea, and some in most of the bars.
Okay.
I know tequila sunrise, breezes, and stuff like that.
Okay, wow. So I know that you've done some cocktail bartending competitions. Tell us a bit about your experience in competitions.
Well, I'm competing till 2015. The first competition for me was the beef eater competition, and I made place in national finals, and that starts to. Then I start to make drinks with homemade ingredients, and I compete also in Havana Club competition, Campari Barman of the Year, Old Fashioned Twist, and Schweppes Mixology Session, and so on.
Wow!
And it's a great experience because I met a lot of colleagues from other cities from country.
Okay, and I guess you learned a lot on your travels and on your bartending path there.
Yes, competitions are good chance to learn something new.
Absolutely. So when you say that you've been making your own ingredients, what sort of ingredients have you been making?
Well, here in the bar, we are mostly make homemade syrups, but we also have homemade soda like hibiscus soda. We have Jack Daniel's prosciutto fat washed, but mostly we make homemade syrups, and we are using as a sweet ingredient honey or agave nectar because it's more healthier than regular sugar.
Amazing, sounds good. So what's the drinking culture like in Serbia? I know very little about the country and probably our viewers too will know very little. What sort of things, other than the cocktails obviously, what sort of things do people drink?
We are mostly a spirit nation, so we drink I don't know, whiskey, brandy, tequila, and our national brand. It's called Rakia. It's plum brandy. Aging after distillation, brandy go to barrels, and after few years go to bottle. But mostly we drink spirits, beer, a little bit less wine.
Okay, and do you
But
have?
the wine culture,
Sorry.
culture go up from year in year.
Okay. And do you have local breweries brewing their own beers, and do you have vineyards over there making wines?
Yes, we have vineyards in Serbia. We also have craft breweries, home breweries, and craft beers. People here like to drink craft beers because of their taste.
Okay, and what sort of percentage ABV are the beers brewed to? In England, they tend to drink beer that's quite weak. In Germany, quite strong. What's it like in Serbia?
It's about 5% ABV, five and up.
Okay.
Okay, we have a lighter beers, but usually 5% and up.
Yeah. Okay. So that's similar to Germany, I guess, in that respect. Well, look, I think we've chatted enough. I'm going to hand over to you to make whatever cocktail it is you're making. So yeah, fire away.
Okay, we have here in my restaurant, we have a cocktail list that we dedicated to our city, and I'm going to make you a cocktail is called Naissa. Naissa is in Celtic name of river that flows through my city, Nishava, and Naissa means fairy river. For that, I'm using Vermet. It's a fine wine from Fruška Gora mountain in Serbia. This thing is served on Titanic.
Wow.
After that, I'm using a national spirit. It's plum brandy. And I'm using maraschino. Also, I'm using orange bitters. 2 dashes. And we stir that.
And could you tell us, Filip, what size measurements you're using there?
Yes, it's 45 ml of Vermet, it's 30 ml of plum brandy, and 15 ml of maraschino, and 2 dashes of orange bitters.
Fantastic.
We strain that in chilled cup glass.
I love the color of that, a nice red, deep red color.
And garnish it with a dried plum rolled in prosciutto.
Absolutely amazing.
And that's that.
Good work. I wish I could try that. That's quite a unique drink. Obviously, we've never really heard or seen any of those spirits or liqueurs. So that's really unique. What I'll do afterwards, I'll get the ingredients list off you, and if you've got any links to where you can find these ingredients, even if they don't ship them internationally, we'll post them on there just so people can have a look at the spirits and the liqueurs.
If you have chance to try it, why not? Because they're really great. And if you ever come to Serbia, I would like you to be my guest.
That would be absolutely amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. One day. So let's have a quick chat about COVID. What's happening where you are at the moment? Are your bars and restaurants open? It looks like they are.
Yeah, bars and restaurants are open till 8 p.m. Yes, 8 p.m. But after 5 p.m. we had to shut the music down, any kind of music. and you need to wear mask when you are entering the bar or going to toilet. When you're sitting at the table, you don't need to wear mask. You on the table, number of people on one table is 5, and I mean that's that. Okay, and disinfection. It is one of the rules that you need to disinfect your hands
Okay.
when you're entering in the bar or restaurant or any closed area.
Okay, I see. And I assume your country went into a full lockdown like most of the world did last year. Is that right?
Yes, we were closed down by March and April. After that, almost everything back to normal. Not not everything, but other professions uh, is just working normal
Wow. So
with
you,
mask,
yeah.
but the working time and the rest of things are normal.
Okay. So that's good to hear. So you only had 2 months where the bars and restaurants had to close, and then ever since then it's just been restricted on numbers and opening hours. Is that right?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
So the bars and restaurants were just closed down for 2 months. Is that right? And then after that, it was just restricted numbers and restricted opening hours.
Yes, after opening we could work till 11, but then they make another rule till 8 because we have a big number of infected people.
Okay.
So they restricted the working time.
Okay, I see. And do your government give you any idea when you'll be able to get back to normal? You know, have these indicated if it's months or at all this year?
Well, they expect things get better at spring. It means for a couple of months till I don't know, maybe June. They said, but it all depends of vaccine.
Okay. Are you is your government vaccinating people at the moment?
Yeah, they started. I don't know, maybe a week ago.
Okay, that's good to hear. And are they allowing in foreign travel? Have you got any people on holidays coming to Serbia?
Yeah, but yes, we have a lot of people that work in other countries, and they try to come back to Serbia uh, when it was holidays. But you need a negative test on coronavirus, not older than 48 hours
Okay, and that's for
to
um,
come in Serbia.
yeah, and that just for returning people who live there, or are they allowing in foreigners as well?
Uh, for foreigners as well,
Okay, okay, so it
for
sounds like
everyone who want to come to Serbia.
okay, so it sounds like there is potential for your bars and restaurants to be busy and full of people. Obviously, if it wasn't for the restrictions, is that right? There is customers out there, or there are customers out there.
Yes, that a lot of people here love nightlife, and the capital city, Belgrade, is one of the nightlife capital in Europe. So we have a lot of work when it's not restricted.
Okay, how far is Belgrade from where?
Here in Naissa,
I was just going to say, how far is Belgrade from where you are?
it's 250 kilometers. It's about 2 hours of driving.
Okay, yeah, because Serbia is not a huge country, is it? So I was guessing it wouldn't be too far.
No, 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 it's not. It's not big country. We have about 7 million people here, so we are not big.
Okay, well, hopefully you guys manage to vaccinate all your population quicker than us. Obviously, we've got a large population, but hopefully you guys can do it a bit quicker.
I hope so.
Well, look, I just want to thank you so much for coming on this show. And I honestly never thought I'd be able to speak to someone like you where you are. So I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan, for calling me to be your guest. It's my pleasure, really.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Everybody, it's Filip in Serbia. Woohoo! Well done. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.